Saviours. Where we left off in part 1, we listened to Songbird, which was great, and we are just going to get straight back into it. Next track, The Chain. I have heard this song, obviously, everyone has heard this song. Backing vocals, Jesus. Yeah. The song is iconic. There's not really much I can say about this song that hasn't already been said, so I'm not really going to end up saying much about it, but yeah, this song, there is a reason it is so iconic. It definitely feels like the centerpiece of the album. As of right now, it feels like the most important moment so far. This chorus, I've heard this song so many times, and every single time I am like blown away by how incredible the chorus on this is. Like, this is criminally well produced. Like, an album released in 1977 shouldn't sound this good. It shouldn't sound this amazing, but it does. Oh, the backing vocals. Lots of interesting percussive elements throughout this album as well. I completely forgot about this outro. I have not heard this song all the way through in a while. I completely forgot this part was on the end. I genuinely do not remember this bit. Fade out, really? Come on. That was such a strong outro. Why does it fade out? I can envision how it could have ended without a fade out so vividly, and it would have worked so well. God damn it, man. That doesn't take away from the fact that that song is, like, practically perfect. Yeah. It definitely does feel like the centerpiece of the album, and the two, I guess, characters of the album so far, even though they're not characters, it's like the actual people. It feels like meeting in the middle. It is a combination of the anger of one person and the sadness of the other, meeting in the middle, and creating what is essentially the album's, I guess, defining moment. This song is incredible. One of the best choruses ever. Like, not even just on the album, one of the best choruses ever. Incredible outro. But that fade out annoyed me so much that I'm The fade out is so annoying. Honestly, if I'm listening to it casually, on a casual listen, it wouldn't bug me that much. So I'm still giving this song a 10, okay? You can't convince me otherwise. This song is incredible, okay? Definitely the best song so far. And I know it's like one of the biggest songs on the album, but genuinely there is a reason for that. It's so good. All right, next track, You Make Loving Fun. Is this a Daft Punk song? This literally sounds like it's a freaking Daft Punk song right now. Let me take a look at the lyrics here. So, is this meant to be a point of reconstruction of this relationship, trying to work things out, I guess? Yeah, because it's saying, I never did believe in miracles, but I have a feeling it's time to try. Yeah, it seems like it's these people trying to sort things out and maybe fix things. That's what I'm getting from this, at least. Maybe sort of as like a memory of what things were like before all of the relationship troubles started. And then this is them trying to get back to that point, I guess. Ooh. Okay, maybe I have it the other way round. Maybe this is a reflection on when things were good in the relationship, and this is her saying to the other person, don't break the spell. I guess is meant to be, don't ruin things. Because I'm looking at the lyrics that are coming up next. It would be different and you know it will. Okay. I guess this is like the inciting event? Is that the right tone of phrase? This is I guess the event that caused this. This is what broke the spell. Okay, that's what this means. Yeah, okay, so this is a look at the past, wishing that they were back in that state. Yeah. The lyrics on that song took me a minute to figure out, but once I figured it out and it clicked, I was like, okay, this is kind of genius, okay? The writing on this song, this is one of the best written songs on the album so far. Like, first off, hands down, one of the best written so far. Sound of this track, it sounded like a Daft Punk song, I'm going to be completely honest. You can tell how, like, something like this would influence Daft Punk. But it still sounded incredible. I think the bass line was fantastic. The, again, recording of the drums, I've said this about every single song. But the recording of the drums and just all of the percussive instruments is fantastic. Incredible sounding guitars on this track. Stevie Nicks gives an incredible vocal performance here. Song is amazing. Very good. I would give that one a... That one's a 9.5. There's not been a bad song on this album so far, and I don't assume there will be going into the final three here. Next track, I don't want to know. Yeah, this song, the intro here is nice, but it's not doing much in terms of like really like gripping me in the same way a lot of the previous tracks have. I guess it's sort of similar to what was it? Don't Stop, in that it's like the intro is nice, the sound of it is still great, but it's nowhere near as like interesting as any of the other tracks are so far. Okay, solid little guitar solo here. Okay. The song was still, like, very good. It's just the one I have the least to say about so far. The writing didn't really do much. The sound of the song, while still, again, incredibly recorded, while still solid as hell, it just felt a little basic in comparison to a lot of the other songs. I don't think it quite reached the heights. Like coming after Songbird, followed by The Chain, followed by You Make Loving Fun, that song just sort of seems like it's a decent, solid track that just doesn't live up to the heights as a lot of the other ones. I would still give it like an... I'd give it an 8.1. An 8. Oh god, my camera's not set up. Alright, great way to start. Fantastic way to start. I have my camera placed up on my other monitor, or I put it when I'm not using it so it isn't in the way. So, today is the day. New Green Day. New Green Day album. Oh my god, this thing's gonna suck. This album's gonna be so bad. Listen, when there was like decent buzz around the first single for this album, and then when I heard it, it was like, damn, this is like the worst thing ever. It wasn't the worst thing ever. It just wasn't very good. And I haven't heard any of the other singles off of the album yet, so I don't actually know much going into this. I've looked at a couple of reviews on Album of the Year, and it's been pretty mixed. Some people really love it, some people really hate it, and some people are like kind of in between. I think it's at like a 63 user score right now on Album of the Year. Something like that. 63, yeah, literally exactly 63. So, there's a chance I wind up liking this thing. Not very likely though. Thankfully, it's not the longest album ever, but yeah. Let me quickly notify some of the other Discord servers that I'm currently live. Let Gauge's server know. Listening to the new Green Day album. And we are going to also put that in Crocky's server. Listen to the new Green Day album. I need to change this stream's title, because I don't know if I'm going to be turning this into a video. Green Day Saviours live reaction. I may end up turning this into a video. I'm going to be recording just in case. But chances are this is just going to end up being a live stream thing, and then it just stays up on the channel. Oh man, I'm not excited about it. Oh, the dog's barking. Let's take a look at. Let's take a look at some of these. Why is he barking? Little man is going crazy downstairs. God, how long have Green Day been making music? Like since the early 90s, right? When did their first album come out? Their first album came out in 1991. So these guys have been making music for 33 years. That's crazy. Alright. No one's here just yet, but I'll just get started. I'll get started on this. Hello, people of the future, if this ends up getting turned into a video, because it's possible that it doesn't. Today we are listening to the new Green Day album, Saviours. I'm going to be completely honest with you, I am not excited about this album. I've not cared for anything I've heard from Green Day. Like, there's some good songs I've heard off of, like, Dookie and American Idiot. While I don't find it to be a good album, it has some good individual tracks on it. But I really don't have any faith in this album being all that good, especially from the one single I've heard, The American Dream Is Killing Me, being so bad. I really I really don't have high hopes going into this thing. Green Day, they've been making music for over 30 years. They have, of course, made iconic albums like Dookie and Green Day, and they are a very important band to the pop punk genre. But again, I've not really liked anything I've heard from them up to this point, outside of a handful of tracks. So we'll just have to see if this album is any better than their previous stuff. Saviours came out literally today. It is 15 tracks, 46 minutes. At least it's not too long. You know what I'm saying? It's not the longest they got. How long was American Idiot? I swear American Idiot was like the longest thing on the planet. American Idiot was... Yeah, American Idiot is over an hour long. Yeah, that album sucks. Anyway, with that being said, I am just going to get straight into it after I get my notepad up. Oh, so let me turn my mic gain down. Right. Scores. Alright, let's just get into this. Track 1, The American Dream is Killing Me. Immediate problems with this track. It just sounds like a song that could have landed on American Idiot. It literally sounds exactly like a song that could be on American Idiot. Music is very loud. I didn't hear what you said. Hold on, I'll turn it down a little bit. There you go, that should be a little bit better. I said we have established that I'm not going bald, okay? We did 1,000 subs by February. That goal died. I'm not going bald anymore. Anyway, as I was saying, this song literally just sounds exactly like a track off of American Idiot. It doesn't sound like new or like Green Day are doing anything different with their sound. It's literally just an American Idiot track. Oh yeah, it has this random slowdown. TikTok and taxes. TikTok and taxes, wow. I completely forgot about that line. We're pedophiles for the American dream? Really? That okay, worst line I've heard so far this year, I'm not gonna lie. That is terrible. That is so bad. Yeah, JC, Green Day suck. just ends like that. Such an awkward way to end. Yep, that song sucks. It still sucks. It's still not good. It's, like, still the most boring, awkward, weird, like, Green Day song ever. It's just, like, none of this works. It's just so awkward. And, like, especially in the writing, like, the writing feels so unfocused. It's trying to have another American Idiot, but it doesn't even come close. You know what I'm saying? And an American Idiot isn't good either way. Like, that album sucks. So yeah, this is a very weak start to this album. I'd give this one like a 3.2. Some nice guitar tones. Everything's recorded nicely. The production is fine. But the song itself kind of sucks. Alright, see you later, JC. Alright, next track, Look Ma, No Brains. What lighting do I use? I have a ring light to my right here, and then literally over here on my wall I have some strip lights that I didn't, like, hang up properly. That's literally just my lighting. It's strip lights there, ring light there. I'm not centered properly, and I don't know why. Why are these hi-hats so loud? Like, literally, these are the world's loudest hi-hats. It's so annoying. Maybe I got terminal vertigo. I defy the science of a missing link. Oh God, I think I'm gonna lose my skull. I said, look, Mom. Nah, my bedroom light makes everything look orange. That is the That is the most, like, cookie cutter, generic, like, Green Day song ever. I feel like that's going to be a running theme throughout the album, is like, nothing in terms of anything unique. Because with The American Dream Is Killing Me and this track, they both just sound like you told an AI generator to make a Green Day song. The lyrics on that one, there was nothing to latch onto. There is nothing that caught my attention. It literally was just words being thrown into the song. The mix on that one was so weird. The hi-hats were loud as hell for no reason. And, like just the sound in general of the track I found to be annoying. I give that I think it's a little better than The American Dream Is Killing Me, I guess. I give that one like a 3.5, I guess. Yeah, this album is off to a weak start. This album is not off to a good start. Next track, Bobby Socks. No lyrics on this one on Spotify.
Do you wanna be my girlfriend? I'll take you to a movie that we've already seen. Or sit at home and watch reruns. There's no other place I wanna be.
Okay. This isn't. It feels like a bad Blink-182 parody. It feels like a really, really terrible, like someone trying to do a Blink-182 song. This is bad. This sucks.
Do you wanna be my boyfriend? We'll walk the cemetery and I'll kiss you again and make our dead friends blush. Oh, we'll be getting married right there on the scene. Do you wanna be my best friend? You can drive me crazy all over again, and I'll bore you to death.
Oh, these vocals are so abysmal. Oh my god. The singing is so annoying. This is worse than I thought it would be. My prediction for this album was that I wouldn't like it, but it would be kind of mid. This sucks. This is so bad. What lane are we taking this album? Are we being political? Or are we adding generic love songs? What direction are we going? You have 2 songs relating to politics, and then you have a track that has nothing to do with politics. What direction are we taking this? How's it going, Crocky? Like, the instrumental's okay on this one. Okay bassline. I like the bass tone. Longest 3.5 minutes of my life. this? Is it gonna transition? What's the point of that if you don't even have it be a transition? That sucked. Strongest instrumentals so far, but everything else was absolutely atrocious. Writing, annoying. Billy Joe Armstrong's vocals, awful. Pacing of that song, miserably slow. Even just the basic structure of that track is so tacky, and like it feels like in the beginning it felt like a bad Blink-182 parody. That's how bad this was. Jesus Christ, that one's the worst one so far. I'm feeling a 2.8 on that track. That was bad. That was what I was worried this album was going to turn out to be. Wow. We're just moving on. We are just moving on. There's lyrics on this one. No, we're not doing this. No.
I'm making an offer that you cannot deny. You won't be laughing when I'm making you cry. 'Cause, oh, I hear the please get louder. You son of a bitch, you're gonna beg and cower. Vendetta is a friend of mine. Revenge is sweeter than wine. I never asked you your goddamn feelings. Get on your knees when you are kissing my ring. Bada bang, bada bang, bada boom. Bada bang, bada bang, bada boom.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't think we could get worse than Father of All. Genuinely, Father of All. I've heard some stuff from that album, and it's awful. This is as bad as that. This is as bad as that. If New Muse was American, that's what this sounds like to you. Kind of, yeah. Oh yeah, the freaking crowd vocals, yeah, it sounds like Will of the People.
Well, I can remember all the bad memories. I never forget her face is quite so ugly. Oh, last year's wasted. I always liked you, but I'm glad that you're all dead. Vendetta is a friend of mine. Revenge is sweeter than wine. I never asked to hear your goddamn feelings. Get on your knees when you are kissing my ring. Bada bang, bada bang, bada boom. Bada bang, bada bang, bada boom.
The freaking... Why are we interpolating a Pink song? Why are we interpolating a Pink song? This is what I was worried this album would be. Songs like this are what I was worried about going into this album. I knew it wasn't going to be good. But I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. This was like... What happened, man? What the hell happened? Father of All was so terrible. It was so poorly received. It did so awfully. Did we learn nothing? Did we learn nothing from that album?
An offer that you cannot deny. You won't be laughing when I'm making you cry. Oh, I hear the please get louder. Yes,
this is basically a Muse song, you're right. This is basically a Muse song. $30 million monthly listeners. Their bio says God's favorite band. God's favorite band. God has terrible taste then. That song sucked. That's the worst one so far. As soon as I heard it interpolated the Pink song at the beginning there, as soon as I heard that, that's all I needed to hear to know this song was gonna suck. And then it got worse. That was Father of All levels of ass. That was Father of All levels of ass. I am in shock. I didn't think this album could get this bad, but it did. 4 songs in. I'm feeling like a 1.2 on that track. There's 11 more songs of this. And I'm not ready for it. I am not ready for it. Dear God. Right. Next track, Dilemma.
welcome to my problems. It's not an invitation. This is my dilemma.
Yeah, Crocky.
And it's my
Agreed, it is the same energy as that.
I was sober, now I'm drunk again. I'm in trouble and in love again. I don't wanna be a dead man walking. I don't wanna be a dead man walking. Welcome to my nightmare, where dreams go to disappear. Sit around
This song could have landed on American Idiot. They're not doing anything new. Literally just sounds like an American Idiot track. That'll probably be a good thing for some people, because I know a lot of people really like American Idiot, but for people like me that don't like that album, just hearing that same thing again. You would like just a minute of your time just talking about the environment, food, yeah. You know, my mum, she really likes Green Day, but even she brought up this point yesterday. Green Day are going on tour soon, and in that tour, they are playing for the majority of their set, the entirety of Dookie, and the entirety of American Idiot, and then a couple of songs from other albums in between. This is a tour to promote their new album, and they are doing that by reminding you of their old stuff. Even Green Day don't have confidence that this album is good. The band themselves don't have confidence that this album is good. They don't want to play it live. That should tell you all you need to know going into it. Even my mum, who likes Green Day, she loves American Idiot, she loves Dookie, she loves a lot of their older stuff. She brought that up. She mentioned that. Like... I know where that's from, right? It could be from a bunch of things. Tons of things have made that joke. Decent instrumental here. Yeah. It could be from a ton of things. Again, tons of shows have like done that same thing. But we would like to say something about the environment. I'm guessing you're referencing The Simpsons. 'Cause I think that's the most popular example of it. Best... Oh, no. Didn't mean to play that. Oops. That was the best song so far. That was the most... not the worst written... okay performances. That song still wasn't good. I would never return to it. I wouldn't even put it in the green. But that is the best song so far. I'm feeling a 4.3 out of 10 on that track. Still, like, tough to sit through, but it's not the worst thing on this album. It's far from the worst thing. Up next, we have 1981. She's gonna bang her head like 1981. She's gonna bang her head like 1981. I think that's it for the singles on the album. She's gonna bang her head like 1981. She's gonna bang her head like 1981. She's throwing punches to the beat, to the sound of cable TV, and she'll never see the world the same. She is a Cold War in my head, and I am East Berlin on the danger side of parts alone. Coffee and cyanide for lovers and disgrace. If this is not a test, we got work put in the grave. She's gonna bang her head like 1981. She's gonna bang. This album is directionless. This album is literally directionless. We're doing love songs, then we're doing politics, and then we're doing, like, stuff like that. Like, what direction are we taking this in? There is no consistency. They want to make a political album, but they're just stuffing it with pointless songs like this that do not tie into the main theme of the album in the slightest. This album is directionless. There is no lyrical consistency here, dude. Most boring riffs in guitar playing. Yep. There's the unnecessarily loud hi-hats again. Yep, mid-chorus. Annoying chorus. That song was annoying more than anything. What's the point of that track? Explain to me how that track fits in on this album. Why on your return... Why is it that on your album, where you're returning to your old style with the political messaging like on American Idiot, why is it that you are stuffing it with pointless songs like this that don't tie into the concept? They don't add to the theme of the album in the slightest. They are literally here to pad the runtime. That is it. That is there to pad the runtime. 2.3 on that track. Track 7, Good Night Adeline. We're making an Oasis song!
I'm sick in bed again. My head's under my pillow. My spirit's broken.
We're literally making an Oasis song. I wish I was reacting to that right now, Razk. I can't listen to it right now, we're just doing an album reaction stream. But if you come in on Sunday for the request stream, you can add it to the submission list. Oh my god. This is literally just an Oasis song. It's literally just an Oasis song. Not only in terms of the sonic palette, but in terms of quality. This is ass.
You're gonna say goodbye and let it go. Sooner or later, whenever. Good night, baby. Let it go.
Most boring guitar solo ever. my god. No, no, no. No. That's the worst song so far. That song started off bad and just got progressively worse. Every single time it went from verse to chorus. It just moved down a little bit more every single time. Boring guitar solo. Worst vocal performance on the album so far. It literally sounds... You have me playing with a wire right now. That's how bored I am with that song. I am playing with a wire for entertainment. That song is literally... It sounds like an Oasis song. Not only in terms of sonic palette, but in terms of quality. Because of how ass it was. That is the worst thing I think I may have heard from Green Day. And I have heard songs off of Father of All. 1981 is the best song on the album. Track 5, track 6 was... Wait, hold on. Am I missing a score on a song right now? Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Yeah. 1981 was... It's one of my least favorites, but I could see it being someone's favorite. Yep, that song sucked. I am literally feeling a flat 1 on that song. That's the worst one so far. Yeah, this is... The first half of this album is rough. It is rough. Next track, Coma City. That's where this album's sending me right now. Why are those backing vocals so awkward? They feel so out of place, like for no reason. Why are they even here? I have nothing to say about this song, I'm going to be completely honest. This song is... like... nothing. This song is literally nothing. This is nothingness in the form of a song. I literally have no words to say about this right now. Like, there is a riff. There is a bass line. There are drums on this track. And there is a vocal performance. And that's where things on this song begin and end. don't need to do twice around the chorus. We don't need to. Phaser? Why is there a phaser? What's the point? That phaser sounds like ass. Again, like I said a minute ago, that is nothingness in the form of a Green Day song. There is a riff, there is a bass line, drums have been recorded for this song, there are vocals, and there are lyrics. There is a phaser at the end. There's some backing vocals. They don't sound good. I have nothing to say about that track. It is the definition of filler. I can't give it the lowest score on the planet because it didn't do anything like offensively bad, but good God, there is no reason for that song to exist. That's a 3. Flat 3. There's still 7 songs on this album. Next track, Corvette Summer. Huh? Is this song like actually about Corvettes? Let me go on Genius here. I need Genius to explain this one to me. Is this song actually about Corvettes? Corvettes. Oh no, I put Corvette. Oops. Corvette Summer. Let's see. The narrator is rejecting normal society concepts such as money and fame for what they enjoy, being music, which for them is more healing than money and fame. So, this is a Green Day song, okay. Maybe I'm stupid, lazy, and stray. Let's see what this line's about. Maybe they're lazy or stupid as everyone says, or maybe they're just sick and tired of doing what society expects. So, this is a Green Day song, okay. We're treading no new ground. Hit me with your power chords before you leave me dead. Green Day famously only uses power chords in their songs. Much like other punk bands. Yeah. Do they really? It's almost like they're a punk band. Wow. Make it stop. Oh my God. This album is breaking me. This album is destroying me mentally, dude. How long have I been I've been going for 47 minutes. It feels like it's been well over an hour. slow harmonies are so annoying. That was one of the Green Day songs of all time. Like, again, as this album goes along, I am just realizing that this is the same thing over and over and over again. There have been, like a third of this album so far has been even, like, vaguely political. And then the rest of the songs have just been like, hey, you guys remember when we made American Idiot? You guys remember Dookie? Yeah, we're gonna do that again, except minus the politics and enter filler lyrics. I am running out of things to say about this album because it's just the same song again and again and again and again and again. But not in the way like Rage Against the Machine makes the same song again and again and again. Because they pack each song with interesting lyrical themes, cool production elements, and like they actually give you something to talk about with every single song, even though they basically all sound the same. What Green Day do is they basically are the pop-punk Rage Against the Machine, minus the ability to make an actual protest song, minus the musical ability to make a song that sounds enjoyable. Man. Again, I'm just running out of things to talk about with this album, because what I've said about the previous 8 songs can be said again about this one. That was one of the Green Day songs of all time. I'd give that one a 3.4. Not much to talk about with that one. Alright, track 10, Susie Chapstick.
Will I ever see your face again? Not just photos from an Instagram. Will you say hello from across the street?
Okay, so have we just given up on the political aspect of this album? Have we just given up? It's like at the beginning it was kind of consistent. Like Bobby Socks was a bit of an odd one out, but the 4 singles, they all had like elements of politics in there. And then it's just, the political aspect has been completely dropped. They just gave up on it.
Time we used to meet. Sometimes everything just grows apart. Broken pieces from a busted heart. Not even the drugs seem to work. Living in the shadows where we lurk. Outside my window before the sun comes up to shine. It's just another vacant, cold and lonely night.
Yeah, let's go with something.
Jokes we told, rumors from below.
Let's see if Genius can like even give any of these lyrics meaning, even with how far they stretch on here sometimes. The narrator wants to see his girl again. It can be assumed that they were once friends. He may have wanted to be more than that, and they grew away, and it just caused him pain. I can't read. Now all he wants is to see her face, but he is unable to. To ease the pain, he resorts to drug use to just feel happiness, and now he's living in the darkness, emotionally and mentally. Green Day out here covering the same band for covering the same ground, lyrically, for 30 years straight. Green Day have made about 20 million songs that are just this. The narrator is trying to bring back happy memories. Really? What? It's just another vacant, cold and lonely night. Despite the narrator's best wishes, there is nothing outside his window, even though he wishes that that girl was there. Okay. Whoa! What? No, we're not doing a ba-da-da-da-da bit. We're not. No. Okay. Guitar solos, whatever. It's not the worst thing on the planet. Outside my window, there is nothing but a sky. It's just another vacant. Well, listen to rap. I listen to some rap. Yeah. I listen to basically anything. So, we have completely ditched the politics of the album now. The political aspects, that's gone. Green Day don't want to touch the politics anymore. They just want to make sappy love tracks now that don't have any through line. They don't connect. There's nothing of substance on any of these tracks. It is just Green Day making Green Day songs that already exist. You're literally in the minority with your opinions, just trying to be different at this point, saying this is worse than Father of All. It's not worse. No, Father of All is worse. Father of All, that album is a monstrosity. At least with this album, it's like, you can tell they were actually trying. My problem with this album is the lyrical inconsistency, the inability to do anything different or unique, and the tacky production. This album is just a collection of Green Day songs that already exist, minus any through line, with weaker production than previous albums. That's my problem with this album. There's so much filler. There is so much filler. This thing's 15 tracks. Even, like I stated earlier, even Green Day don't have faith in their own album. Because when they're going on tour, they're only playing songs from Dookie and American Idiot. It's that is a tour to promote this album, and they aren't playing songs from this album on that tour because they don't have faith in it. Even the band that made the album don't want to play the songs live. That is why I don't like this, when even the band don't have faith in it. Can I react to this song, Name Forever, Broadv? I'm not doing any song reactions this stream, but on Sunday, well, on Wednesdays and Sundays, I do like viewer submission streams where you can like send in songs for me to listen to. But it's completely free. You can send in songs for free. That's 5 p.m. UK time on Sunday. So if you send it in then, it will be played on that stream. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, this is another song that exists. There's nothing unique, nothing even remotely noteworthy about this track. You say I'm in the minority with my opinions, but if I go on Album of the Year, people agree with me. I look at this. I look at the user score on this album. It's a 63, but that's not good. None of the there are 2 songs on this album that are in the green in terms of score. Everything else is either mixed or hate in terms of this album. You say I'm in the minority, and you say I'm saying it to try and be different, but I'm not. The general reaction to this album is just the same as mine. Maybe not quite as negative, but it's around the same. Tell me what reason I would have to pretend to hate this. I don't have a reason. If, like, I have no one I need to please. This video, if I turn this into a video, it's not gonna do great. This album hasn't really been causing any splash. I don't have a reason to fake a reaction to this album. Yeah, that song was... That it's not the worst thing on this album, but again, it isn't good. I am feeling... What, like, another 3. Just give it another flat 3. Again, I am quickly running out of things to talk about in terms of this album. Next track, Strange Days Are Here to Stay.
We stumble down the avenue like fairy dust and ballyhoo. They promised us forever, but we got less. There's no such thing as promises, just secret codes from alphabets. They promised us forever, but we got less. These are the best of times, twisted and borrowed times. These are the loneliest of times. Shining shades are here to stand.
Okay.
Ever since Bowie died, it hasn't been the same.
What? Strange Days Are Here to Stay. Ever since Bowie died, it hasn't been the same. Huh? What? What does that have to do with this? David Bowie was known for his songs like Let's Dance or Here. Let's Dance? That's the Bowie song you pick? Okay. Bowie passed away on January 10th, 2016. Yeah, I know, but what does that have to do with this song? Huh? Okay. We're bringing back the political stuff, even though it's like vaguest politics ever. We're bringing it back at this point. I don't know why. You established that you'd given up on it for like the previous, what, like 6, 7 songs? Why are we bringing it back now? What's the point? These are the best of times, twisted and borrowed times. These are the loneliest of times. Strange days are here to stay. Everyone is racist and the Ubers run their blades. Excuse me? Strange days are here to stay. Everyone is racist and the Uber's running late. What are you yapping about? Wow, thanks, genius. I mean, yeah, pretty much. What? Huh? Strange days are here to stay. Everyone is racist and the Uber's running late. Again, words are just being thrown onto this song. There is no through line here. There is nothing that connects these lyrics. I just lost my sense of humor. Gen Z killing baby boomer now. Oh my god. Oh my, it's the Blink album all over again. It's 50-year-olds thinking they're 20. It's 50-year-olds wanting to be 20 again. Oh my god.
I just lost my sense of humor. Gen Z killing baby boomer now. Strange days are here to stand. Lonely boy with a heart made of fate. Living Babylon and making guns made out of clay. Are we in hell or is this just a fantasy? I can't see this ending well. Now that it's too late. Strange days are here to stay. Ever since Bowie died, it hasn't been the same. All the magnet going mental, grandma's on the fentanyl now. Strange days are here to stay. Strange days are here to stay. Strange days are here to stay.
So they're bringing back the political side to the album this late into it, like moving into like the final third, but they aren't doing anything with it. It's just sort of like, hey, these are things that are going on in politics currently. Racism, people talking about Gen Z, and what else do we have in here? There's like stuff about guns and stuff like that. But where's the through line? You aren't making a statement or voicing an opinion. You're just sort of saying these things are happening. Okay, I know. Give me something of substance. Again, I'm so bored by this album. I am playing with the freaking wire from the charger for my freaking electric shaver because I shaved my face last night. Like, that's how bored I am. Okay? This album is draining me. This album is draining the life from me. 3.3 out of 10 on that track. Next song, track 12. Still have 4 songs to go. Track 12, Living in the 20s. Get it? Because it's the 2020s. That's so weird, because when we say 20s, we think of the 1920s, but no, we're in the 2020s. Isn't that just so quirky and strange?
Another shooting in a supermarket. I spent my money on a bloody soft target. Playing with matches and I'm lighting Colorado. I got my scratcher and I'm gonna win the lotto. Congratulations, best of luck and blessings. We're all together and we're living.
I'm enjoying it so far. This album sucks. This album's like worse than I thought it would be. Like, I knew I wouldn't like this thing, but wow. Green Day are they are creatively bankrupt. For the entire middle portion of this album, they filled it with songs that don't even tie into the political theme. Yep, Green Day fans, you have an example in the chat just there. I don't know if it's like still there in the chat for you because you only just joined. But this guy's like, you're literally in the minority with your opinions just trying to be different. No, I'm not. If I go on Album of the Year, people hate this thing. Let's see what Genius has to say about these lyrics. Another shooting in a supermarket. I spent my money on a bloody soft target, playing with matches, and I'm lighting Colorado. Let's see what Genius has to say about this. A reference to public shootings that at this point even happen in places like supermarkets. The bloody soft target thing, he's just referring to clothing. Really? That's it? That's all Genius has for me? Playing with matches, I'm lighting Colorado. This could be a reference to smoking cannabis. Crazy. They've just randomly brought, like, the political aspects back now with, like, the previous song and then talking about shootings and stuff. I don't know why they established that they gave up on it and then they're just continuing. Green Day have always been washed. Wow, an actually decent guitar solo. That's the best one on the album so far. It's actually alright. What was the point of that? What the hell was the point of that screamo bit at the end? Oh my god. So, the album's finally given me something to talk about again, at least. That sucked. They're bringing the politics back in the final third here for some reason. I don't know why. They abandoned it for the entire middle section of the album, then they're just bringing it back in again. Just the most baseline observations, like, hey, shootings happen, everyone. Did you guys know that shootings happen? Okay. Yeah, I know. You're gonna give me some thoughts on it? You're gonna make a statement on it, or are you just going to state that they happen? That's all, like, Muse level of vagueness, exactly. It is a Muse level of vagueness. Congratulations, best of luck and blessings. We're all living together and we're living in the 20s. Okay, that's not a statement on anything. You are just stating that we are now in the 2020s. Which, you released your last album in 2020. Why didn't you state that on the last album? Let's come together and fight the power, Muse lyrics, basically. Yeah. What power? Yeah. They are not giving me anything in terms of, like, an actual opinion. They are just stating that there is political unrest. They're not taking a side. They wouldn't do that. They did that on American Idiot. They can't do that again. What? Like, feeling like a 2.7 on that track. That's... There has not been a song on the album so far that's gone above a 5. Man, this thing is just a slog to get through once you get to the back half here. Next track. Oh no, father to a son. Wait. One of their concerts and not on the actual album. Exactly. Exactly. And thank you, Liam Gallagher sounding ass intro. Thank you. This album has had so many bits that sound like Oasis. I've said this multiple times, but this album is so directionless. Like, we'll have politics on one song, or we'll have a couple songs with politics, and then we'll just do something else for like 7 tracks in a row, and then we'll bring the politics back in. And now it's gone again. Completely understandable. Genuinely, I can see exactly why Green Day fans would enjoy this, and I completely respect that. But as someone who's never been a big fan of Green Day's style, this isn't doing anything to convince me. It's just sort of them doing their thing. Is Probably the best song on the album so far. Is this the end of the album? It's actually not. We got 2 more songs after this. That is the best song so far. Because the reason for that is because I actually respect it because it's trying something different. That is the first song on this album that hasn't felt like a song that they could have just slapped on American Idiot or Dookie. That is the first song on this album that feels like something new. And I respect that. It's still not for me. I'm not crazy on the sound. Still don't like the production, but it did something different. For the first time, 13 songs into this album, it did something different. That song is a 5.3. It's not for me. But I completely respect it for finally doing something different. Jesus Christ, it has been 13 songs until we've actually gotten something unique. We're down to the final 2. Next track, the title song, Saviours. Alright, we got a Muse song again. Okay, so we're making a Dookie song. I've not even heard all of Dookie, and I know Dookie sounds exactly like this. Why is this song so fuzzy? Literally sounds like that Foo Fighters album from last year with this freaking production right here. Dookie describes this album perfectly, yeah. He didn't sound like a high-pitched 12-year-old on Dookie, though. That's a fair point. The vocals from the songs I've heard on Dookie are actually alright. That's a fair point. Yeah, the vocals on this album are ass. Better, to be fair, but it's not a high bar. I actually like the songs I've heard off of Dookie. I've heard Basket Case and Longview, and I think both of those songs are pretty good. There's a couple of decent tracks on American Idiot too. I think the title track on that album's pretty good. Wake Me Up When September Ends is nice. So Green Day have stuff in their past that I like, but I've just not heard a full project from them that I think has been good yet. We are the what? No, we are the last of the rockers making a commotion. Shut up. Shut up. You like Nimrod? I've not heard much stuff from him. I don't know if I've heard anything off of him. Literally, the joke I made before I listened to this album, like in my head, was that I bet the full title of this album would have been Saviours of Rock and Roll. And this song is literally them calling out all saviors of rock and roll. They are making the joke that I made in my head, but not as a joke. Wait, what? We've got all the fiction that's worth believing. Wait, you're saying that you've got all the fiction that's worth believing, so what you're saying isn't true, but you want people to believe it anyway? Huh? You've just said that what you're saying isn't true, but we should believe it anyway. And you're not even taking a side. You're making the most vague political statements ever. So now I don't know what to believe. What do I believe, Green Day? Jesus Christ. Why is it so fuzzy? So, that song was literally the joke I made about this album, which was like the full title was going to be Saviours of Rock and Roll. This song proves that I was right. The title means Saviours of Rock and Roll. Green Day are the saviors of this genre that has been growing back into popularity as of recent. We all needed Green Day to save this genre, didn't we? It's trying to bring back a bit of the politics. It's not doing it well. There is nothing in terms of like an actual political statement on this song. They're not like saying anything. They are just stating they are just stating that there is politics in the world, basically, and that there is unrest. Man, I have run out of things to say about this album. I have run out. They're riding with Biden? If they could at least state that. Can they at least, like, state that? Can they at least, like, voice some opinions? So that I have something to talk about, please? Green Day, stop being Muse. Stop being Muse with your vague-ass statements, please. Say something of substance, once. That song, 3.6. We're here. Last song. I have been recording for an hour and 25 minutes. We've made it. We're on the last song, and then I'm going to be free. Last track, Fancy Sauce. Stupid-ass title. Let's go. Okay, not the worst intro.
Take me to the end, called the loony bin, somewhere I can...
Is this a Beatles song? With the way these vocals are recorded, and the way the guitar sounds... is this a Beatles song?
My head and take it on the chin. Flowers all in bloom.
This is literally just a Beatles song.
Room, scratching at the wallpaper in my solitude.
Okay.
Go, falling like a yo-yo. Paradise will
No, we're not doing this. No. You know, the intro just sounded like a Beatles song, but at least it was unique in terms of this album. We've just gone back to the exact same sound that the rest of this album has had.
I'm not crazy. You're the one that's crazy.
I'm not crazy, you're the one that's crazy. Wow. Manufactured stadium rock, exactly. The same way Oasis did it. What does that mean? We all die young someday? What are you talking about, man? You're just saying a line that's meant to sound profound when it doesn't. And we're back to a Beatles song.
Watch the evening news 'cause it's my favorite cartoon.
Again, vague political statements. Watch the evening news because it's my favorite cartoon. Left-wing people and right-wing people can both look at that and agree with that statement. Take a side, at least. Give me something to talk about. Please. Jesus Christ.
Do a somersault. Everyone's a victim and it makes me wanna kill.
Oh my god.
Go, falling like a yo-yo. Paradise.
Will of the People is at least funny, exactly. This isn't funny, this is just boring. Will of the People is funny bad.
You're the one that's famous. Everybody's famous. Stupid and contagious.
So, Green Day. Tell me this. Tell me this, Billy Joe Armstrong. On your last album was called Father of All. You were like, we're the inventors of this pop punk movement. We are the originators. And now you're saying, no, I'm not the one that's famous. Everyone's famous. We're all famous. Which one? Are you guys the originators? Are you guys the ones that are famous and cool? Or is everyone the ones that are famous and cool? Pick a side. Oh my god. It's all just contradictory statements and vague politics. Thank you, John Andrews, for subscribing. Why is Bro singing like that? It's not the worst vocal passage on the album. What color do I want to be? I like red. Red is my color. Why is this outro so long? You are very late, Noah. We're ending the final track here. Welcome, Noah. Ending it out. I can't speak. Ending it out on the hell chord. Wow. You can't be red as a Gage already dibbed it. Pick another, or do I want to be a different shade of red? Just give me a different shade of red. Okay? I want to be a shade of red. That was a stinky closer to a stinky album. That was ass. That song's worst sin is that it's boring. There is nothing to talk about with that one. At the beginning there, it was like, what? I can't even remember if it was this song or the last song, but it was this song. It sounded like kind of like a Beatles song in the beginning. A bad Beatles song, but a Beatles song, and it was like, okay, this is something different in terms of the album. And then it just went straight back to the same thing. Vague politics, contradictory statements, and Billy Joe Armstrong not knowing what to say. I'm feeling a 2.6 on that track. It never told you I was streaming. You should join the Discord then, Noah, because I notify people when I'm streaming on there. Right. I'm free. I am free from this album. Real quick, I am going to add up my scores, and then I'm going to tell you what my overall score for this album is. 3.2 plus 3.5 plus 2.8 plus 1.2 plus 4.3 plus 2.3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3.4 plus 3 plus 3.3 plus 2.7 plus 5.3 That's crazy. The highest score this album got was a 5.3, plus 3.6, plus 2.6. Divide that by 15. I am feeling a flat 3 on this album. A flat 3. 30 out of 100. That was ass. That was miserable. I knew I went into this album knowing I probably wouldn't enjoy it. But that was so much worse than I ever could have predicted. This album was 50% vague politics that doesn't take a side and 50% filler. Billy Joe Armstrong brings nothing of lyrical substance here. The production on this album ranges from mid to terrible. The instrumentals all sound like they're trying to just be Dookie and American Idiot Part 2. Green Day themselves want to remind people of Dookie and American Idiot because, like I've already said, they are going on tour and they are only playing songs from that album, and that tour is meant to promote this album. They don't even want to play songs from this album because they don't have confidence in this album. Yep, this thing sucks. It's worse than I thought it would be, and that is unfortunate. That is rough. Damn. And that is going to do it for Saviours by Green Day. Let me know what you thought of this album down below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know why. Make sure you check out my other videos. We got videos on Radiohead and Tool, and I recently did videos on the Beatles and Fleetwood Mac. Make sure you like and sub. Our goal is 500 subs by the end of the year. Join the Discord if you want to interact with the community. You can speak with me on there, get notified when I upload, and stuff like that. This album sucks. I'm done. Get me out of here. Okay, stream, that is it. I'm done. I'm not doing a super long stream outro. This album is ass. Actually, hold on, wait. We need to write my album of the year review. Hold on. Don't go anywhere yet. We need to write the album of the year review. Hold on. Show things. Let me go on album of the year real quick. Don't go anywhere. We're writing the album of the year review. Here it is. Look at this. 62 out of 100, my ass. Nah, you're gone? Alright. I'll be here writing the album of the year review real quick. I knew this thing wouldn't be great, but wow. This is everything that doesn't... Wait, hold on. This album took all of the worst aspects of the band and stretched them out across 15 songs. Bad writing, awful vocals, vague politics, and inconsistent lyrical content. Make for one of the band's absolute worst. Absolute worst projects. I need to think of an ending statement. This thing is ass. Flat 3 out of 10. Yep, we're done here. We are done. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for suffering through this album with me. Let me post this rating and review on Album of the Year. Thank you to the people who have subscribed. We've gone up 2 subs this stream. Thank you to you guys. I got I got a notification for one of them from John Andrews, so thank you for subscribing. I will be back on Sunday with the viewer request stream as normal. I don't know if I'm going to turn this into a video. I might do, I might not, but it's an hour and a half's worth of stuff, and 8 more subs till 500. It is 8 more subs till 500. We're getting close. Probably going to have a short out later. It's been forever since I put out a short. Like, let me see when the last time I put out a short was. I haven't put out a short in 5 days, okay? I've been slacking on the shorts. But yeah, I'm going to call it there. I'm done. I have been going for almost 2 hours. Let's see how many likes this stream hit. Let's see. We got, it was 3 likes or whatever, I don't care. Anyway, that's it.